Daniel, how do you look at this opportunity this weekend?
Yeah, I think it's a great opportunity for us. It's a good opponent coming in, and we got a chance to play our best game and do what we got to do. So we're excited for it. Opportunity to get in front of the home fans, and another opportunity to go play a good game.
Your coach doesn't like to talk about this thing that's out there. What about you? Do you talk about how special this could be to make the postseason?
Yeah, I mean, I think we all realize what's at stake, but at the same time, we understand it's about handling business this week, focus on what we have to do to win this game, and keeping our focus, what we're doing day to day, making sure we're preparing as well as we can so that we play our best on Sunday.
What are you expecting from the atmosphere?
I think it'll be a fun atmosphere. I think our fans have come out all year. We felt a lot of support, a lot of energy from them all year, and we certainly expect that on Sunday. So we appreciate the support so far. We're excited to get out there.
How much do you believe in these kind of games that there's pressure? Is it just a matter of being able to deal with it, not feel it? Like, how do you look at that?
Yeah, I mean, I think they're playing at this level. There's always pressure. There's always expectations. So week to week, I think it's about how you prepare and how you get yourself ready to play as well as you can. And if you're prepared and ready to go, you're ready to put your best foot forward and put the team in a position to win. So that's what I'm focused on, is just preparing every day as well as I can.
Daniel, did you watch the game Monday night as sitting on the couch just watching the game like you normally would?
I watched the first half and then I went to sleep, but came in and watched it the next morning.
Can you watch it like if it was like two other teams or that you weren't playing, or do you watch it a little differently for that half, knowing we're playing them in 6 days?
I think you watch it a little differently and try to see a little bit of what they're doing and kind of how the game goes out, get a feel for the momentum of the game, and I think all those things. You can't see everything on the TV copy, so you want to go in the next morning and look at exactly what happened. But yeah, you watch it a little differently.
How proud are you of what this team has accomplished at this point in time?
I'm very proud of this team. I think we've played a lot of good games. I think we've improved week to week, and we fought hard. I think we're a tough group. We compete hard, week in, week out, and we've been successful at times. We've had some tough times too, but it's a tough competitive group, and I'm certainly proud to be a part of it.
Daniel, in every sport, I think basketball right away, you think of players that elevate their teammates. Do you believe a quarterback needs to elevate his teammates within an offense?
Yeah, I mean, I think quarterback's job is to distribute the ball, where it's supposed to go, and give guys a chance to make plays. And we got a lot of playmakers on our team, people who've stepped up throughout the year and done that for us. So, I think when a quarterback's doing his job, he's able to put guys in a position to make plays.
You don't have any of the original playmaker other than Saquon, but as receivers, the top four guys you're supposed to have, you don't have. Elevating guys, does it take on more importance when you're dealing with guys who you weren't necessarily going to begin the season working with?
Yeah, I mean, I think all those guys who have come in have done a really good job. They're all guys who work really hard, who understand what we're trying to do, and can do it, and willing to put in the work to get on the same page, to build the chemistry, and do what we need them to do. So, whoever it is that stepped up, I think has done a great job, and they deserve a lot of credit.
What's the process of building that chemistry with so many guys this season?
Yeah, I mean, I think it happens in the meeting room. It's constant communication and watching film, talking about the game plan, and then, on the practice field, getting the reps, throwing after practice, whatever it takes. You got to be willing to put in the work.
Daniel, Colts got their record, but they have 11th ranked defense. What are you seeing from them?
Yeah, they're a good group on defense. They're consistent. They do what they're supposed to do. They're in the right spots. Don't blow assignments much or give you a lot of that. I think they try to prevent the big plays, and they do a good job with that. And got a lot of good players, a lot of talented players, some veterans, and some key spots. So we'll have to be ready. We got a good game plan, and we'll need to be prepared on Sunday.
You've put a lot of work in all parts of your game. The one that stands out to me this year is the ability to make those plays when you get out of the pocket and you're not just running, you're finding guys who are open. How much work have you put into that aspect of being able to make plays out of the pocket and not just knowing where guys are going to be? You made it in a touchdown in Minnesota to Hodgins. You had one here at home a couple weeks ago. That kind of element, what do you have to work on in that situation to grow in that game?
I think a lot of the pocket movement stuff, and then moving out of the pocket, throwing on the run, and having a sense for what those throws are going to be like, how they're going to come up in the game, and practicing them. I think that's part of it, but a lot of it I think is just feel and instinct, and I think I've gotten better at some of those things through the years.
Do you think your group of receivers has a chip on its shoulder to show people outside here that they're better than they probably are getting credit for?
I don't know. I think you'd have to ask them about that. I certainly believe they deserve a lot of credit. I think each one of them has played really well this year, made a lot of key plays for us, and big time moments against good DBs time and time again, winning and making plays. So I think they deserve a lot of credit, and I think all those guys have played really well.
You believe that you guys get into the playoffs, that you can win with this group, that they're good enough to get the job done?
100%. Yeah, 100%. Like I said, they stepped up time and time again against good defenses, good DBs, and made plays. So I got a ton of confidence, and those guys deserve a lot of credit.
Danny, do you remember a time this season where, or maybe even before the season, where you said, like, this team can be a playoff team. We can get there this year?
I think we've always been confident. I think, even back to training camp, I think we were all, we're confident and knew, what we were capable of. So I don't think that's changed throughout the year. I don't think there's been a point where we said, all of a sudden we're that team. I think we've always kind of thought it, and I think we've improved week to week to become what we are now, and we still got a lot of work to do.
How much more rewarding, if at all, I assume there is more of a reward in a season where you still have the possibility of being a playoff team versus some other seasons where by now you knew, that wasn't a possibility?
Yeah, it's a lot more rewarding. It's why you play. You put in a lot of time and effort and energy into getting the opportunity to do that, and we haven't had that opportunity in years past. So it's certainly much more rewarding.
How much more important is it to maybe take care of this now and at home, and to clinch that playoff berth and be able to do it here rather than potentially a week later, or resting on how other teams fare?
I think our goal is always to go 1-0 that week and to win the game. So the implications of it and how that plays out down the road, I don't think we're worried about that or thinking about that too much. I think we're focused on winning this game, playing as well as we can on Sunday, and that's what we're focused on.
Would it add something to it as well, kind of getting it to be able to do it at home now?
I think home fans, the support we've gotten all year has been great. We really appreciate it. So to do it in front of the home fans and be a great opportunity for us. So we know we've got to take care of business and play as well as we can. So that's what we're focused on.